What is going on, everybody? Hope you've been doing fantastic. It's been a while since I've done one of these walk-in talks, so I just wanted to come with a fresh one, let you know that I'm alive. Haven't been posting too much on social media recently, but yeah, hope everybody's been doing excellent in their own lives. And just wanted to let you know first off that People's Reset in Morelia is coming up in a little bit less than 2 weeks from today, and I'm so excited for this event. We have an amazing lineup of speakers and musicians coming from all over the world to meet in Morelia, as we do every year, and I think it's going to be an extra epic event this particular year. Yeah, so looking forward to it. I'm going to be doing a set. I'm also going to be playing alongside my brother Dub FX, big up, and also going to have lots of features with guest artists like Elias Clay, Derek Bros, 33, as usual, all the usual suspects. So it should be a really good time. And I'm also going to be giving a talk this year, which will be probably my first time public speaking since high school. Rarely do any public speaking, so I really wanted to give a little talk and share some things that don't usually share about. And in this particular case, the title of the talk is going to be True Wealth is Inner Fulfillment: How to Create Passive Income, Free Up Your Time, and Live a Life of Service and Purpose. So that's going to be my talk, and I'm looking forward to it. I already finished writing most of it the other night, and yeah, it's going to be a little bit of a different opportunity. And People's Reset is all about solutions. It's all about how can we find creative ways to come together and focus on solutions that will help us to actually sidestep and create parallel systems rather than just complaining about the systems being broken and being doomers and black pillars. So yeah, excuse my out of breathness here. I'm hiking here with the beautiful dogs, and I was really blessed with a puppy recently. For those of you who know Fozzie Bear, my sidekick, he's an amazing dog that I got from my friend Don Jones. Wait! And Fozzie Bear recently had a son with another local dog from here in Sedona named Stevie. Had a son and a daughter. The daughter looks a lot like Fozzie Bear. Her name's Habibi. And then the son looks a lot like the mother. And we kept the son, and his name is Zevi. So I'll put a couple clips in the video of him running along. He loves being outside and hiking. And I mean, who wouldn't? It's beautiful out here. So grateful to live in this beautiful place. And this time of year, it's actually very quiet here with tourists because, yeah, this isn't really the main tourist season. It's colder than normal. And so the trails are nice and quiet. So yeah, I thought I'd bring you this talk. Haven't shot a talk before, or a walk and talk, on my little DJI Action Cam. I usually use this for recording my mountain biking videos. But as you know, I think I've told a lot of you that my little DJI Pocket thing got jacked actually last year at People's Reset. And so I no longer have that one. So it's either the Action or my mega full frame mirrorless camera with a full size gimbal. And that is not really the most fun thing to walk with on a trail. So today I thought I'd bring this camera. And actually the quality's pretty amazing for what it is. So, but yeah, anyways, hope everybody's been well. Once again, if you want to come to the People's Reset, if you're thinking about it, if you've been on the fence about it, I would highly recommend coming. The talks, the music, all the events, the dinners, all that's going to be amazing. But in my opinion, the best part is just hanging out with friends. And I've made so many good friends at this event over the years who I'm just really looking forward to seeing again. And I'd love to hang out with you in person as well. So that's where I will be in a couple weeks. And if you want to get tickets, go to thegreaterreset.org/AFF. /9. That's my unique link. That's how you can let People's Reset know that I sent you. Once again, thegreaterreset.org/AFF/9. But yeah, I feel like I should talk a little bit about the tour. Recently, I was extremely blessed to be taken on tour by DubFX and Mr. Woodnote and the whole crew. We did a tour called the Open Secret Society Tour, and this is for DubFX's new album, Open Secret Society. The meaning behind Open Secret Society is obviously DubFX, myself, a lot of my friends who I collaborate with musically. We're always talking about how this hidden hand that controls things and how we have to rise above. And so the Open Secret Society is kind of this concept of everybody has access. We're bringing the access to the occult knowledge to everyone. You know, this is what a lot of my teachers like Mark Passio and Larkin Rose and others have brought, is this knowledge of the occult to the masses. And so that's kind of the concept behind the Open Secret Society Tour and the Open Secret Society album. If you haven't checked it out, highly recommend checking it out. I think this is some of DubFX's best work of his whole career. He's done so many albums, and my favorite ones are Roots and Infinite Reflection, and this one. It's so good. And I might be a little bit biased because I happen to get a few features on this album as well, so super grateful. Shout out, big up Mr. Benji, DubFX, and Mikey, Mr. Woodnote. You guys are amazing. And to the whole crew who came on tour with us, we had a massive crew. It was absolutely epic. We had a sound guy, Mr. Manuel Tomba, amazing guy from Italy, who's Paolo Baldini's manager, also manages Mellow Mood, and just a really sweet guy, amazing sound engineer. So it's great having him with us. And then on lights, we had Niccolò San Giorgi, who is an amazing lighting engineer, and he's actually on tour right now with Noga Eres, and he pretty much tours full-time doing lights for major artists, and just a really talented dude, super laid back. Enjoyed getting to know him, spend time with him. And then another absolute character, my good brother Mr. Yarrow, Pathfinder. He is from Poland, and he's an amazing live visuals guy, and makes all these beautiful animations and does a lot of the animated visuals for DubFX and a lot of other artists as well, and just super talented and super tuned in guy. He is really into the Mayan astrology, Mayan calendar, and he can basically look at anybody's chart and in 2 seconds tell you, like, he can give you a reading on someone just by calculating the numbers of their Mayan astrology chart, which is really fascinating. So yeah, big up Yarrow. Really enjoyed hanging out with him. And then, can't forget, okay, so I got lights, sound, visuals, and then of course, the legend, Mr. Pusha, who sold all of the merch for the whole tour and also got us everywhere we needed to go. He drove his van. He has a van company called Van Firenze. He's also from Firenze. He's Italian, and he's an absolute chap, absolute legend, hilarious. He kept me laughing the whole tour, and it was really great working with him. And yeah, he drove us everywhere, and he also did all of the merch sales. So he was like the first person up in the morning, the first person to work every day, and the last person to basically finish work, because he would have to tear down the merch table after the show was over, and then we would load up the van with him at the helm. So yeah, that was amazing. So it was those four guys, Manuel, Pusha, Nico, and Yarrow, on lights, sound, visuals, and merch, and then myself and Mikey, Mr. Woodnote, and Benji, DubFX. So absolutely amazing crew. One more time, just want to express my gratitude to those guys for having me along. And if you were able to make it out to one of the shows, thank you so much for coming out. I know I probably could have done a better job of advertising that I was playing these shows. Some people hit me up and they were like, "Oh, you were in Amsterdam. I didn't know. I would have come." And I had some friends in Italy too, and I'm sorry I didn't make more of a direct announcement as much as I could have maybe, but I was working diligently on the actual live set, and yeah, there was just a lot that went into preparing for the tour. So amazing experience, absolutely the experience of a lifetime. Once again, so grateful to those guys. Gonna have more videos and content coming out around the tour in the next coming weeks. I also shot a music video for one of the tracks on the album, Come Again. That's Wood Note, Dub Effects, myself, and yeah, really fun track and one of my favorite tracks to play live. And we got a recording of that song from Bristol, which was a sold out show in Wood Note's hometown, and also shot some music video stuff in Bristol as well. So I'm going to be editing that one soon and looking forward to sharing that one with you all. And yeah, got some new music that I'm cooking up in the pike. It definitely has been a little bit of a interesting time in my life. I've been feeling kind of a lot of resistance to producing, and I've been focusing so much on my live show over the last year, which has been amazing, and I'm grateful for how far it's come. And I would say, like, as far as the tour went, that's one of the things I'm most grateful for, was just having that practice of being able to play in front of large audiences night after night after night after night. We did something like 32 cities in 14 countries, going all the way from Eastern Europe to Western Europe and finishing off in the UK. So it was so amazing to just get the experience of playing in front of audiences, and not only any audiences, but everybody who came out was very tapped in and conscious and on the frequency, because obviously if they're into Dub Effects, his music is conscious and awake and on the level. So it was just truly an honor and a pleasure, and I just can't express my gratitude enough to those lovely gentlemen who I mentioned before for having me be a part of the team. And yeah, so anyways, that's a little recap of the tour. And yeah, now I'm just kind of getting settled back in here at home. My lady and I have been taking a lot of saunas. We have a sauna set up in our yard, which has been such a blessing. And we've just been saunaing, hot tubbing, and getting back into the creative flow around the house. So I'm going to keep this walk and talk a little bit shorter. I'm not going to ramble on too long. But yeah, those were the main things that I wanted to cover. Just my gratitude to everyone on the tour, everybody who came out, and all of the amazing people I met. I met so many good people on the road, and really enjoyed just vibing with all of the different cultures and seeing how music brings people together in such a profound way. And so that was incredible, and I'm really looking forward to doing some more of that here at People's Reset. And Dub Effects is going to be there as well, as I mentioned, and also Natalie Rise, who's another amazing conscious reggae artist. She's going to be doing a kind of solo acoustic unplugged set, so I'm super looking forward to that. As far as other artists, we got Torin Frost and Lauren Santi, who are some of my favorite regulars at the People's Reset. Torin's an amazing freestyler, and just, yeah, I don't even know, his bars and his flow is amazing, and he's freestyles a lot, and just amazing MC, super laid back vibe, amazing swag, amazing dance moves. And his partner Lauren, she has an incredible voice, and she's actually sang on a bunch of like big rap albums like Joey Badass and stuff like that. Like, she's a legit session vocalist, and the two of them together is just an amazing combo. So they're going to be performing same night that I am. Of course, Elias Clay, Rhyme Wave, my brother Casey, big up to him from Portland, and Soul Disciple, he's going to be there as well. Love his music as well. So yeah, 33, I mean, just, it's stacked. It's going to be really good. And then as for speakers, we got Alex Zek. I'm really excited about hearing his talk. I'm a big fan of his work. Oh, and then speaking of which, Alex Zek, before I forget, I'm also going to be playing at Confluence this year. I don't think it's officially been announced lineup-wise yet, but yeah, I have been confirmed for Confluence, which is going to be at the end of April. And so yeah, so back to the lineup for People's Reset. It's going to be amazing. We have just so many good speakers. Sterling Lujan is a good friend of mine. He's an incredibly bright mind about things related to blockchain and cryptocurrency and how we can create self-governing, self-organizing systems using the blockchain. His project is called Logos, and I got to hang out with him quite a bit last year and learn about that. So yeah, people all over the map, and lots of visual artists as well. Of course, Miriam and Myra, the twin sisters. Miriam is Derek's partner, and Myra, they're twins, and they're both unreal artists. Miriam does wood burning. She does these amazing mandalas, so I'm sure she'll be there displaying some of her mandalas and also speaking. And then Myra does unreal painting. She actually did the artwork for my tune with 33, Taxation is Theft, and last year she painted a whole, a live painting of that album artwork. And just an amazing artist and a good friend of mine. Love you, Myra, if you're watching this. And yeah, so just an absolutely incredible group of people, as you can tell, and I probably only barely scratched the surface. So once again, if you're interested in coming, I know it's last minute, but sometimes those last minute trips are the best ones to come to. And yeah, book a flight. Flights can be cheap if you book them last minute, actually, sometimes. And the event itself is super affordable. It's also in 2 languages. So there's people there who are live translating the English talks into Spanish for the locals. And then there's the other way around as well. So there's people who are live translating the local talks, which are mostly in Spanish, into English. And that's one of the things that I really respect about Derek and Miriam and everybody who puts this event on, is the fact that they're not just trying to come down and like make this be a little Western bubble in the middle of Mexico, but they actually integrate with the local community there and figure out how they can bring the solutions mindset to everybody who's there locally in Mexico, as well as spreading that vibration all over. So yeah, that's a little bit about People's Reset. And yeah, these last few weeks have been a really nice shift, I would say. Just since the new year, I felt like on January 2nd especially, and I've talked to other people who agreed on this, but ever since the new year, I definitely feel like there's been a shift. And some people are talking about this being the shift from the year of the snake to the year of the horse. I don't know if that has anything to do with it in Chinese, the Chinese calendar. But regardless, definitely feeling a shift. Hope you're feeling that shift as well. I feel like despite all of the constant bullshit as usual, all the psyops and the false flags and everything that's going on, I also feel like there's so much beauty unfolding and so much opportunity for growth and creation and expansion and liberation of humanity. So yeah, with that, I hope you've enjoyed this little walk and talk, and let me know down in the comments below if you're going to be at People's Reset. Once again, if I didn't repeat it enough times, thegreaterreset.org/AFF/9. Link is going to be down in the description, but that's my little affiliate code. So you can actually get a discount and then get me a little kickback as well. Let them know I sent you. But yeah, if I haven't already pumped that event enough, it's going to be amazing. Come out. And otherwise, I'm looking forward to getting more serious about my studio work this year. Last year was really, like I said, a big year of focusing on the live show. And this year, I'm going to be focusing a lot more on studio work, pumping out a new album. And what I want to do, what I've been thinking about for literally years, but I've been too precious about my process to do it, that's the honest truth, is I want to actually use my live streaming setup. I'm sure some of you have tuned into my live streams, and I've been really working hard on creating that whole setup, thanks to people like Martin Carl from Autonomy for kind of getting me going with that and helping me troubleshoot through some of the issues I was facing. So I have this badass live streaming setup with multiple cameras and really good low light. I can do it at night, I can do it anytime. And I even just hooked up a DJI RS4 mini gimbal to one of my cameras, the one that's more zoomed in. So as I move around the room, it's like a PTZ, so it actually like follows me around the room, which is super cool. And I did a little practice run with that the other day and just jammed out for like 20 minutes, and it literally tracked me perfectly, even in low light conditions, for 20 minutes plus without losing me, which is very impressive. I've owned quite a number of gimbals. If you've seen all of my music videos on my website, presencemusic.com/music, all those music videos were shot and edited by myself, and most of those videos were shot on some kind of gimbal. I've owned quite a few, but none of them could actually auto track to the point where I didn't have to think about it. I could just move around freely. So anyways, holy shit, long tangent, nerd tangent, but what I meant to say is, with this live streaming setup, what I want to do for this upcoming year is bring you all into the studio with me so we can actually create music together, and that way I can bounce ideas off you all, and you all can feel like you're actually contributing and being a part of my new album that I'm going to be working on. So if that sounds good to you, comment down below and be like, stoked for your live streams, studio live streams coming up. And that's the plan. I want to like take you guys into my studio process, not be so precious about it, because that doesn't serve anyone. It only serves my ego, which is what I want to get past. And I want to just throw shit at the wall, proverbially, as they say, and see what sticks. And having you all on a live stream while I'm coming up with ideas and working in the studio will hopefully be educational for some people who are interested in music production. And if you're not interested in music production, you just like the music, you can hang out, feel like you're in the room with me, and even throw ideas. Like if you have an idea for a lyric, you can drop it in the chat, and then I'll be able to actually, you know, we can stay inspired together. And eventually what I'd love to do is even launch kind of like a membership group where it's more of a tight-knit group, and I can kind of help to coach other people as well on live performance and also studio production. So that's down the pike, but for now I'm just going to be doing live streams. I want to do them on a regular basis and taking y'all into my studio flow with me, showing you how I come up with ideas and produce music, do vocal production, all that good stuff. So that's what I'm thinking about for this upcoming year. And yeah, just want to say I'm so grateful if you've made it to the end of this video. Super grateful to each and every one of you who's been supporting me over the years, who's come out to my shows, who's commented, who's been on my live streams, who sent me good vibes energetically. I'm just very grateful to all of you for vibing with my music, sharing it with other people, and just being here in this beautiful construct, this dimensional realm we found ourselves in together. Love you all so much. Thanks for watching, and until next time, peace.